In the immense fallout of Meghan's shenanigans in Paris, we know that they had to do something. So Harry decided to say, hey, you know what? You know what? You know what? People have been stalking me for some time. Yeah, I don't know. It's this is the oldest trick in the book. They did something like that with that New York chase. You remember the chase that never was. But now we have this. A woman known to the Duke of Sausage's security team as a fixated individual, was able to get close to him during two separate events. I mean, Harry, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you. I know that you want to inspire pity and concern that people are stalking you, but two things. One, you will never get that international protector person status, that no matter what you do. At this point, no, it's not happening. It's not happening. And two, well, you know, maybe you have to blame your security team for allowing this. So maybe you have to fire them, because if somebody doesn't do their job, like the way you do at Archwell all the time, you fire people. Oh no, sorry, you let people go. Or no, wait, they leave by themselves. Oh, I'm a bit confused, but you understand my point. When people don't do their job properly, you fire them, and you should fire your security team because it's obvious that they're not doing their job. What is this? Stalker came within yards of Prince Harry on UK visit. Woman body blocked by staff of Duke of Sausages who wants full risk assessment of his security arrangements. Well, she was body blocked, right? So what is the real issue here? You know, the guns are banned in the UK, right? So you cannot, it's not like she would have a gun closer to Harry to do Harry any damage. And it turns out that it was not maybe a stalker of the kind of stalker that you're thinking. No. This clown, Sabira Long says, this clown is getting more security than he should. He's still complaining, though this first paragraph is the most telling. That's the real issue. They can't afford to pay for their staff and themselves. Sounds like a personal problem. A skill issue, as I tell you so many times. You know that so many things that are happening in the world, I would say that is to blame on men. It is our duty to provide and protect our families. Harry, if you cannot provide and protect your families, and that includes paying for good security for your family and yourself, then that is a skill issue on your part. Stop pretending as if you are world leaders and just get regular jobs like the rest of the world. You have no ability to make any changes, so stop pretending. So the Duke, who must pay all staff travel and hotel costs, travels with a relatively small team, usually 2 protection officers, his chief of staff, and a communications secretary. The team takes public transport rather than using private planes or helicopters. Again, skill issue, man. Skill issue. You are worried about your security? Then don't travel. Is that build a bunker on your Montecito house? Maybe you can use one of the bathrooms as a bunker and just, well, you were already bunker Harry at some point. Maybe that can stick, right? So, meanwhile, I already read this in another video. Meanwhile, you know, the memes are flying. No stalker came within feet of Prince Harry twice. He was in the UK. Oh no, that was really good. But it turns out, update and confirm, thanks Queer Lips of Truth II, it is a member of the Sausage Squad. Article says she also traveled down to Nigeria. Breaking news, a member of the Sausage Squad, described by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's team as a stalker person suffering from mental illness, was disgraced by the Sausages. Wow, so Harry and Meghan agree that their fans are stalkers and mentally unstable? All right, who could it be? My God, that amount of replies. That amount of replies. Oh no, I didn't do that on purpose. I absolutely didn't do that on purpose. Roger Sage, looking at the reaction to the Stalker story and comparing it to how people reacted to the Oprah interview shows how far down the Harkle brand has sunk in terms of credibility. No one is buying that story. Yeah, Rock Rain. The boy cried wolf a few too many times. Jan says, to have to broadcast, you have an over enthusiastic fan. And not gonna lie, that's one thing. That's something that can happen. You know, people can have this over enthusiastic fans, and yeah, we know that in many instances they say that it was not good for John Lennon, right? Yeah, but Harry is not John Lennon. We can maybe Meghan could be Yoko Ono, but no, Harry is no John Lennon. Even if I didn't like John Lennon in many ways, it's like a joke that I heard the other day. You know the song Imagine? You know the lyrics to the song Imagine? Well, you have all of them. All of that beautifully realized in North Korea. So if you want to live the Imagine thing, you go to North Korea, you will be pretty much served. But again, this is not about John Lennon or the Beatles. This is about Harry. This Harry that is has to play the facade for his wife, to pretend that he's in danger or something because there's a huge that is going to happen. I mean, nobody should make fun of let's say over enthusiastic fan, because we know what over enthusiastic fans can do in many situations, let alone, well, you know, all the things that can happen. I gonna say it, I've said that a couple times. I don't wish ill or bad for Meghan and Harry. In fact, I have said I hope that they are successful. They create a lot more content because, again, that is more memes. That is more stuff for us to make fun of. It's a win-win case scenario. They have success. We have memes. I think that is fair, right? So I really wish that Harry makes up his mind, makes up his mind, right? And he realizes that he cannot do the whole, you know, traveling stuff if he doesn't feel secure, especially because he must be the main breadwinner of the family, because I'm pretty sure that whatever Meghan is doing is bleeding money, all right? So, Harry, you have to understand that you have a responsibility and you have to live up to that responsibility. So it is nobody. I think that nobody wants anything bad to happen to Harry and Meghan. I will say it, and I know my audience. None of you want anything to happen to them. But man, Harry, Meghan, please, you have to, you know. How do you say that? Poner de su parte. You have to do your part, right? You have to have common sense. You have to be careful out there. It's crazy people on your side, from your fans. So, again, well, let me know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bliss.